The client confidence is fragile, and we need to help them to get first the right solution. And the right solution is obviously to move to the next word, and the next word is consumers. And Internet has changed quite dramatically the life of consumer. Internet has changed the way of purchasing products, of getting information. The little mouse has changed your life, your consumer, better than your paycheck. You feel empowered. You come, you go, you give your opinion, you click, and the decision is at the tip of your finger. You love surfing, comparing, going after the best bargain, visiting sites, and giving your opinion, good or bad. And I must say, when it's bad, you are quick to give it. And you give it in a few words which are very strong. So you have a blog, or you have a page on Facebook, or on a space on MySpace, and you are communicating, you are commenting almost everything. But who are you? To paraphrase the poet, you are not exactly the same as yesterday, but not that different from yesterday. Your mood drives you, and you want to show how the power has shifted. And if we want to connect, we can't just address at you as we did in the past. This is the old world. We need to invent the message which will suit you, a new language which will touch you. And that is leading me to the third word, which is creativity. And if there is a new paradigm in internet and in advertising, it's clearly on creativity. When TV became mature, the creativity of a 30-second commercial was clear, easy, and with strict rules. When it comes to internet, it's very different. Nothing is forbidden. New format, no need for prime-time thinking, no need for expensive production. Everything is about ideas. Everything is about connection. Everything is about how to better connect and engage the consumer. And this is leading to content. Creativity is content. What we do first, we advertising agency, is to deliver content. But internet is rich of content about almost everything, from encyclopedia to news, from sport to politics, from science to cooking, and from also things that we don't want to see anywhere, including in the net. Content is instantaneous, and the fight for being first does not always allow for controlling information. Content can be sometimes wrong, and the damage can be huge and last much longer than the apologies. But now that we have the content, we have also content generated by consumers. And you can see the picture of Uncle Teddy, or the dog, or the story of last week when Bob fell from the bike. What this hell is interesting to anyone? In fact, this is telling us a lot. It does tell us much more than the earthquake in China. It tells us a lot about our society, the life of the people, their dreams, and the issue people are facing, their joys, and sometimes their dreams. This content generated by people in despair of conversations says also a lot about how lonely they are and how fiercely they want to say that they do exist. For us, advertising agency, this is telling us much more than a lot of research or studies. And I will lead now to cost, because what a price means in internet, what the value of the things. And some of you heard about Chris Anderson, who has invented the concept of the long tail. Now he has created a new concept called the freenomics. It is the idea that technology, and particularly digital, has led to a huge decrease in the value of products and services, leading their producers to find new ways of making money out of them. Who really wants to pay for music, for sports shows, for news? Free press doesn't mean only that press is free of power. Free press means that it is also free of charge. I'm sorry, Rupert. People will not pay easily for news. And who think that a child who is not paying for music today will accept to pay for a lot of things? And this is leading to how this world is financed. And this world is financed by advertising. Advertising for me is a passion. It's my life. I love working on strategies, on creativities, on finding the right idea and building on it, creating value for my clients. For the consumer, it is at best both entertaining and informative, and at worst, boring and intrusive. For my client, it is the indispensable tool for making their brand known, their product known, and preferred from the competition, and building value out of them. For the media, it is the indispensable revenue to get them profitable. And for the Googles, the Yahoos, and the MSNs of the world, this is crucial. And they are all fighting to get a bigger portion of the advertising pie. And the share of ad spend for the net, interactive, mobile world will continue to grow quite dramatically at the expense of analog media. It will represent 12% only in 2010, coming from 8% in 2007, and probably more. This huge increase will be propelled by Web 2.0, which is making the web so personal with me, the media, through my blog, my podcast, or something equivalent to be invented tomorrow. And how to spend this manna. And as we are in Jerusalem, we can speak about manna. Our client will be very cautious, and people who believe that it will suffice to create a website to get money will be soon disappointed. First of all, a lot of money will still remain in analog media. Traditional media, 88% will continue to be spent on TV, newspapers, outdoor, and radio. Second, the 12%, which will represent close to $90 billion US, will go where the audience and where engagement will be. So the Yahoo and the Google of the world need to create the relationship which will help consumer to be connected in a way which is emotionally relevant to the advertisers. I consider that we advertising agencies are partnering with all the internet players and all the media. We are not competing, and I believe that we can help them growing their business. And just as a conclusion, because I have been quite long already, the global village of McLuhan is already there. But the only thing we can be sure about digital is change, and also the speed of it. While we are speaking, there are people inventing things which will make our comment outdated. So to survive in the world, you must keep always at least one eye open, your brain totally open to creativity and more importantly, to change. Thank you. Toda rabba.